All right, let us have some fun. What do we want to, what group, what relationship, love and relationship group will we be focusing on in this reading? In this reading, let's see what the romance angels and relationship guides and spirit, what group do we want to focus on today and share happy messages with? I hope. Again, we want to just enjoy this. It's just entertainment. If advice and guidance comes out for you and it will help you navigate through whatever relationship situation you're going through, I hope that it helps you then do what it needs to do. You know what? I keep looking at these cards. I wonder if I need to start with messages of love. Because they keep pulling me to this deck. Like they're pulling me away from this deck, the Romance Angel, for right now. And they're pulling me to this deck. So messages of love, oracle cards. I guess we'll start with that, right? We'll go with it. Wherever I'm being guided, I guess, right? Wherever I'm being guided. One message, one card, please. One card, please. Love team, come through. What do we want to share with our collective in love and relationships? I keep hearing love and marriage, love and marriage. That kind of shows my age, don't it? That's some TV sitcom. I don't remember when it was was it the 80s, early 80s maybe? Late 70s, early 80s? And it was called Love and Marriage. Oh my God, it was freaking hysterical. But I keep hearing that was the theme song for that sitcom. Love and marriage. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be about love and marriage. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they pulled me to messages of love, oracle cards. So what is the message that we want to share with the collective on love? I was going to say love and marriage. Love and relationships. So which group do we want to target? And remember, and again, I don't want to make this serious, but remember, the most important relationship and love affair that we will ever have is the one we have with ourselves. So make sure that you love yourself more, and you'll start to attract the same into, especially a real relationship, a true relationship. I'm not saying that they're not real relationships, ones are in, but one that's true, one that's authentic, one that is more in alignment and frequency and vibration that you want to be in, because again, whatever frequency you're in, whatever vibration you're in, sometimes we end up attracting the same into our lives. So if you're in a higher frequency, a higher vibration, know your worth, know your value, love yourself, you're going to attract the same. Someone who is also in that same vibration, who loves themselves, knows their worth, knows their value, knows what they want in a relationship, or solid, If that is the kind of relationship that you're looking for, you have to make sure that you're in that vibration first, okay? Before you look for it. Otherwise, you're going to just keep getting all other types of relationships that are going to, and not that say that's a bad thing. It's just more of a challenge for you. You're going to receive relationships and meet people who are going to trigger those parts and aspects of your shadow self that you need to heal, so that you can get into that higher vibration and frequency and attract a higher vibrational love affair, authentic love, lifetime partner, right? So it takes a lot of work, and sometimes we got to go through multiple relationships to get to that place. I know I've gone through a lot of different types of relationships in my lifetime, and in marriage, including marriage, and a lot of things that I went through, and at the time didn't really fully understand why I was going through what I was going through. But every relationship that I ever was in taught me something about myself. taught me about me and my value and my worth, tested the shit out of me. Oh my gosh, they were ups and downs, but I don't regret any of it, none of it, not one bit of it, because every one of them taught me something about myself to bring me into more of a vibration now, frequency now of attracting a higher love, my divine counterpart. I'm waiting for a divine counterpart. I'm not waiting per se, because I'm living my life, and you're not supposed to wait. You're supposed to continue moving on and growing and evolving in your life. But I just feel like my energy will be given more to someone who, is going to match my frequency and my vibration, or be higher and pull me up even higher, right? Not to say that we don't, like I said in the earlier messages, we always have things to heal within ourselves, and we'll be healing to the day we die. But, and maybe some relationships you can get into and you're healing with each other, but not to the point where it's draining you and pulling you away from yourself, taking you away from yourself, losing yourself, right? We can't. And this I find with a lot of empaths. A lot of empaths will attract those kind of relationships that drain them, that attract narcissists, passive aggressive type relationships. But of course, they're teaching us something about ourselves, right? But it's that light that attracts that in, and then you find yourself wanting to fix them and heal them and do all these things for them. And they're maybe not at a place where they're ready to do that, right? All you can do is just send love, give guidance, but don't feel like you need to fix it, all right? Because it never works when you do that. All it does is drains the hell out of you, and sometimes you end up staying somewhere longer than you need to, right? And all being drained, right? So pay attention to where you are at in your life, as far as relationships and love go. How are you feeling about yourself? Where are you at this point in your life? What is it that you are looking for or want to add into your life? Because, we never should be looking on the outside for emotional fulfillment. We should already be fulfilled emotionally within us. And if we're not, that's okay, because we're still learning, we're still growing, we're still evolving. We might have to go through a lot more, relationship stuff to get to that place of even knowing what it is that we want, right? Healing that we need to heal within ourselves till we get to that place of exactly knowing what it is and not settling for anything less. All right. Oh, look at that. So we start in with the message. Okay, where is this going? Where is this going? All righty. So it looks like they're taking us, Spirit and our romance angels and love team is taking us to true love. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Wow. Okay, we will go with it. So again, to get to that true, authentic love, lifetime partner, we also have to be in a place, again, where we are in alignment with ourselves. Now, if you've done the work that you've needed to do for yourself and you really know exactly what it is that you want, truly know, okay, where it's not just something you say but don't feel, okay, it has to go through and outwards and inwards. So you have to truly know this is how you feel inside and outside, okay? Not just saying it. It's kind of like manifestations, right? When we try to manifest, we can't truly manifest if a part of us, if we're saying we want something and we want to manifest something, but inside we don't feel like we deserve it, right? It's never going to manifest the way that you think it's going to manifest, because you still are not in alignment with what it is you want to manifest. And that applies to love and relationships as well. If you're not in alignment with yourself as far as loving yourself and knowing your truth and your value, what you won't settle for and what you deserve, you won't be able to attract that true, authentic love into your life. You're going to just attract relationships that are going to keep triggering you. And that's okay, because maybe, again, you're still learning what you need to learn, right? And that's okay. Whatever length of time it takes you, But to get to this place of true love, you have to be at a place within yourself where you're in alignment with yourself and you love yourself enough to know what you deserve, you know your value, you know your worth. Then that is when it will come in. That is when that true love will come in. All right? And, this applies to twin flames as well. And, twin flames is a relationship that not everyone experiences, and not everyone, and mostly many, cannot even understand what a twin flame journey is unless you're in a twin flame journey. A twin flame journey is a relationship that is going to test you, test your limits, bring you into the deepest parts of your healing that needs to be done, bring up the darkest shadows of yourself that you don't like, and be very, very, it's going to be a rough relationship. I know a lot of people romanticize twin flame journeys, but twin flame journeys sometimes really are not romantic, right? You might have moments here and there, but they are the relationships that, because it's the other part of us. The twin flame is who we are. It's us, right? It's us. We mirror in each other the things that we need to heal. We trigger each other to the point of ascension, awakening, right? Most twin flames have a mission to do together, to share with the world. But they have to do their deep, deep clearing before they can even come into alignment. And sometimes twin flame journeys can go on forever, for lifetimes, for years and years, because we still haven't done whatever work we need to do within ourselves. And then there can be also times where one of the twin flames has done the work that they need to do. And if the other twin, our divine counterpart, hasn't done the work that they need to do, and the other one who is ready, to connect with someone who is another divine counterpart, who has done their work, the universe will bring them in. They will bring a brand new divine counterpart into. And I know a lot of twin flames don't like to hear that, but the whole purpose of a twin flame journey is for you to come into union with yourself first. You have to be in union and in alignment with yourself first before you can even connect with your twin flame, right? Because every time you try to connect and you're not in alignment with each other, there's always going to be more work, more issues. And it's rough, it's hard, right? So the true love, and it could be soulmate too, whatever way you want to look at it. But twin flames is different. It's just, that's the other part of who you are. And you can't come into union with one another until you have come into union with yourself first. So that means knowing your deepest, darkest work. But true love, you have to be in love with you first. All right, let's go with it. That was too many cards. I didn't want it to be serious. So let's see. We're starting with true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. You'll feel it when it's true love, to the core. A spiritual connection is very different than a physical connection, because you're going to connect at such a deep level that you don't fully understand at all. So, you really have to, my doggy is playing with my son. He's making a lot of noise. All right, so come on, romance angels next. What do we want to add to this true love message? Let's see what the spirit have for us. don't know why they keep bringing me to this message of love oracle. I wonder if they want me to pull another message from that deck to go with the true love. Because all right, let's put romance angels down for a little bit and go back to the message of love oracle cards. Maybe there's another message. Let's see what we got here, right? Let's see what we have that we need to look at. That spirit wants to share with us a message. What's the message of love that the spirit wants to share with us in addition to the true love? So maybe you have a true love coming. Oh my goodness, all these cards. 1 second, please. Alrighty, let's see. So many cards just fell all over the place. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see what message wants to come through for us. Let's see. Let us see. What do you want us to know, Spirit? What message do you want to share with the collective, Spirit? Let's go. Show me. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Show me. All right, something flipped. Let's see. Oh, wow. I'll tell you, like even the last group of relationship cards. So, as I was saying, isn't it interesting? And I was just saying a spiritual union is so different from a physical union because a spiritual union connects at all levels, at every level, emotional, mental, physical. It's all of it. It's not just physical. So it's different. It's something that not everyone experiences, may never experience in a lifetime. But the message that came up is spiritual lessons. So I guess they're really going towards twin flame relationships today. And I've been hearing twin flame a lot. I get a lot of twin flames, and a lot of them are going through it. Like, you're really going through it. I think this is a really heavy week for a lot of clearing of divine masculine and divine feminine. So true love, twin flame, I guess this is where they want to take us. Spiritual lessons. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. This came out the last time too, but now they're connecting it to true love, right? So again, a twin flame relationship is the most intense, most challenging relationship you'll ever be in. And not everyone has a twin flame, but the ones who do, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. It's the biggest challenges ever. And I have a lot of female twins and and a couple of male twins that come to me. And they're going through it, right? Going through it. So, of course, again, the true love, the twin flame, if that's where they're taking me, unless it shifts again. But right now I just feel twin. They're gonna teach us our hardest lessons. They're gonna trigger the darkest parts of ourselves, the shadows parts of ourselves. And there's a lot of runner and chaser energy in a twin flame journey too, because one will be running away, the other one will be running too. It's just a lot of triggering. It's really in depth to explain, and I don't want to do it in this session, so I might do a video one day explain it a little bit more. So I'm going to try the romance angel cards again. Okay, here we go. So twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever relationship this connects to, and what you connect to, and whatever way you want to look at for. So this true love that's teaching, this true love that may be coming into your life or has been in your life, that's teaching you a spiritual lesson, is worth waiting for. Is worth waiting for. Okay then. In a twin flame journey, the divine really navigates you through it. They'll tell you when you need to be together and when you don't need to be together. They'll pull you apart and bring you back if they still think you have lessons you need to learn. It's all divine timing. It's in divine timing. That type of relationship doesn't come together until it is in divine timing. And divine timing is when you're both in alignment. When you are in alignment with yourself and they are in alignment with themselves. You both have to be at the same frequency, the same vibration before you can come into full union with your divine counterpart, right? So when that happens, it will be worth everything you've gone through. If it happens, it may not even happen in this lifetime. It may happen the next lifetime, because again, there's free will that comes into play. You know, it's up to you whether or not you want to do this heavy duty, serious internal work or not, right? Some people choose not to. They rather just do their own stuff, you know, and not worry about this because it's too much work. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. It will bring you into such a place of balance and understanding and clarity and ascension. It sucks when you're going through it, but when you finally are doing that work that you need to do and you get to that place of feeling in alignment with yourself and you are in union with yourself, you really could look back at everything that happened and why it happened with such clarity and understanding. And then it's like, wow, okay, all of it was worth it. Even if you don't come into union with your twin or divine counterpart in this lifetime, all the work that you're doing is worth it, because that work is shedding all of the old conditioning and programming and limiting beliefs and stripping you of all of these things that are not even real, that are illusions, that are creations, that are masks that we've worn to protect ourselves, to not show people who we really are. You know, all of that stuff we've done to be accepted, you know, that really wasn't emotionally fulfilling us, that we just did it because we were just looking for that acceptance, you know. We didn't know our worth. We didn't know our value. You know, all of that work, and most people are going through in this time, is going to be worth it. So in divine timing, you will connect with your twin, with your divine counterpart. And if your divine counterpart is not ready and you so choose to move forward without them, the universe will bring you a divine counterpart that is more in alignment with you, who, you know, has done the work, you know, that is ready to do the mission work and help the world, you know, because that's what twins do. We're here to speak and spread our voice and share with the world healing, understanding, awareness, all of this amazing stuff. Like, we're really supposed to do all of this and share it with us. So imagine all the work that you do, all of that, you can now share with the world and teach the world, you know, what you've learned, right? So it's a tough relationship to be in. All right, so let's see if this deck, the True Love Reading Card deck, what they have to share with us. I'm being guided to this deck now. Let's see. So remember, true love is abound. True love is abound. And that true love, whether past or new or coming in, definitely teaching you some spiritual lessons for sure. Right? About who you really are, your authentic, helping you step into your authenticity. And all of that work that you've gone through and you've done is all going to be worth it. And it's all going to happen in divine timing. All in divine timing, right? When it's in divine timing, then we're really truly in alignment, because the divine is not going to bring you together if you're not. And they will take the person out of your life and put them back in your life if there's something you still need to learn, or to protect you so you can do your own work. Because we really need to whenever twin flames go into separation, it's because they're supposed to be doing some deep work within themselves. You have to separate from whatever you learned when you were in connection, whatever was triggered in you. When you separate, you're triggered. And so now it's like, okay, you start to work on those things that were triggered within you. during that time of separation, or at least that is what is supposed to happen. Again, it's free will, right? So the card, so what happens, right? True love. So in order for that true love to come in, and that true love comes in, when they do come in, they're teaching us spiritual lessons. You come in brand new when you've learned those spiritual lessons, and you learn that everything you've went through was definitely worth it. And then it brings you into a place of maturity. We're maturing. All of those lessons, all of those things that we've gone through are helping us to grow, are helping us to evolve, bringing us to a place of maturity, of understanding, right? And look, you see divine time and guidance on the outside, spirit on the outside, working with you, showing you all of the things that you've gone through. Look, this woman is journaling. She's probably journeying, if you want to look at it, journaling her experiences, what she's gone through, how much she's grown. All these books, look at all these books in the background, what I feel represent our experiences and our lessons that we've learned or in the process of learning, right? We're writing. We have guidance helping us. Isn't that a beautiful card? Guidance is always helping us and guiding us through the world. And look at all the candles representing the light. The light is being shown. The light. Everything it has. What's the word I'm looking for? So the light is coming through to illuminate all of those lessons. See all those lessons we've gone through. And it could be lessons from lifetimes before, right? A lot of twin flame journeys are repeated from lifetime to lifetime because maybe we haven't come into alignment with one another because of lessons that we still have not learned, right? But see how the light is illuminating. It's illuminating all of the stuff that we have learned. And look, she's smiling. She's smiling. Why? Because all of that work that we've been doing was worth it. It was worth it. Right? It was worth it. It was teaching us so that we can teach. We could be writing, sharing all of those experiences with the world, with the universe, right? With the collective. So there's so much. Wow, thank you. That's beautiful. And do you see the colors? I'm looking at the colors too, right? So we got like orangey color, which represents the sacral. So, the parts of us, the sexual parts of us, our connection to ourselves, our confidence and so forth. The yellow representing, light illuminating, but yellow is also our solar plexus, our personal strength and will, which we give away. We give it away to a lot of people and situations when we're not connected to ourselves. We're giving that energy away, right? You have the pinks and the greens all representing, the heart chakra, so healing and love and compassion. You have the purples representing intuition, because this twin flame journey, this divine journey that we may be in, to connect with our divine counterpart, is all divinely guided, but not just divinely guided, but also intuitive, very intuitive. We're very gifted and intuitive, and a lot of twin flames are very connected intuitively and can connect telepathically, on the 5D. And we're always connected to our twin flame. We're attached to them by a string that never breaks. It will grow, stretch, or come back. So stretching, learning, coming back to self. But we never are ever separated from our twin. In the 5D, we're connected. We're already in union, right? It's just getting there, right? So we have to go through all of those spiritual lessons, because it's a very spiritual, divinely guided relationship. We have to go through all of that, and it'll all be worth it at the end to get to this place of acceptance and true love through going through it and becoming mature and understanding and aware and awakened, right? To bring us into this place of true love and true love. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be, that true love relationship that's coming in, but true love with, union with you, love with you, connecting to you, because that's where you have to start before that true counterpart can come in, right? All right, let's go with it. I had a feeling this was going to happen because I've had a lot of twin flames last week coming in, and there's so much stuff in the collective. So let's see if there's a message from our twin or message from divine for guidance and assistance on this very challenging journeys, divinely guided journey. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, divine counterpart. Oh wow, okay. So this is the card that popped out. Another message. Okay. So this goes again with all of this, right? Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess equally so. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Wow. So if you connect this to where I feel like this is going, true love, twin flame, the twin flame is a reflection of who we are. They're us, right? If you've ever been if you're in a twin flame connection, or, maybe connecting to a twin flame, a lot of their qualities that they possess, we possess in ourselves, right? That's why we challenge each other so much. That's why we trigger each other so much, because, there's things within us that are them, exactly who they are too, that bring things that we bring out in them, they bring out in us. It's like kind of we reflect that to one another, right? And that's sometimes what will create the chaser, the chaser aspect of the twin flame journey. We run away from it because we're running, really, when you're with your twin, you're running away from yourself, right? There is so many things within a twin flame journey that is a reflection of one another. A lot of similarities, a lot of things that we show each other about ourselves that is already inside of ourselves. I know it's confusing, isn't it? That's why I said it's something I would have to do another time, but for whatever reason, they want me to touch upon this. They want this to happen and come through for the twin flames right now. So again, before we can come into union with that other half of us, we have to go through all the spiritual lessons. And really, not even just, let's just say not even just for twin flames, but in any relationship, any relationship that you want to be in or have been in, you have to be in a place where you know what it is you want and you're clear with what you want, knowing your truth, knowing your value, knowing what you want to bring in for a relationship, right? We don't want to keep bringing in the same bowl that is not emotionally fulfilling us. But if we are continuously doing that, we really need to look at why we're still attracting that kind of energy, right? There's still something inside of you that needs to be healed, right? All right, let's pull another message and see what else we want to share with the collective. So twinny. This reading is so twinny. I want to tell you though, twin flame journeys are not fun. They're a lot of work. But again, as they're saying in these cards that are coming through, it'll be worth it when you finally get to that place of alignment with yourself and heal all of the dark shadows, the things about yourself that you don't like, that you keep attracting into your life and being triggered because it hasn't been healed. But I tell you, twin flame journeys, they put you through it. They really put you through it. So let's see if there's another message, if there's still another message that needs to come through in this Twin flame. Where's this one fell over? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. This is very true when it comes to relationships, right? Really, if you think about it. We can't change a person. We can't make them change. They have to want to change, right? So either you're going to accept them for who they are, but if that means taken away from your inner peace, if they're taken away from your inner peace, no, you do not need to accept it. But you can't change them. So what do? You leave it. You walk away from it, right? You don't let it keep taking your energy if it's really disturbing your inner peace, right? You know, if you're in a relationship and there's more downs than there are ups, you really need to look at that, right? First of all, look at what is triggering in you, why we're choosing to stay in it. Again, it's usually something underlying within ourselves where we don't feel worthy or value ourselves, so we stay in it, in that type of relationship. But I'm telling you, to really get the true, authentic love in your life, you really have to do this work, right? But you can't change anybody else. You could only work on yourself and change yourself, right? Right? We can't change anything that is not in control, that we have no control over. That is what it's saying. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So being in a relationship that is just frustrating us more than creating enjoyment, we have to accept that. We have to accept that. And we have to decide, do we want to continue to stay there, or do we value our inner peace more, right? I value my inner peace more. And also understand we can't change a person. We can't make someone love you. You can't make someone love you. You can't change someone because you want them to be a certain way. That you have these expectations that are crazy expectations, because you really can't have expectations in that way, because a lot of those expectations they really just set us up for disappointment, right? So understand we can't change anything outside of us, right? Anyone outside of us. All we can change is what we have control over within ourselves, right? We can only change ourselves. No one else can change us. Only we can change ourselves. That's where all this work comes in, all the spiritual lessons come in, and they're all worth waiting for when you get there, right? All of this is all part of the evolution of our soul, to get to this place of authenticity, right? Authenticity. All right, I think that's it for messages, right? I think we had enough. Do we want to pull any more message here? Do we want to pull any more messages? Let's see. All right, maybe we want to pull from the Twin Flame deck, since I feel like that's where it's going. Let's see where it takes us, this Twin Flame journey, possible Twin Flame journey. I really feel like this is really more connected. I feel like it's talking about the Twin Flame journey, but I also feel like it's talking about your journey of love and acceptance and growth, and spiritual lessons, and the true love that you have for yourself, and the maturity that you gain from all of the lessons learned, right? All of those lessons, all those experiences, right? All of those things in the background that could be coming from this lifetime, but also from other lifetimes, that we need to clear and heal within ourselves. So really, at the end of the day, it's really about just coming into union with yourself, right? No matter what, you have to be good with you. You got to be good with you before you could attract that love and happiness that you really truly want in your life. And at that point, when you've done all of the work you need to do for yourself, You're not going to accept anything lower. You're going to know you're valued. You're going to know your worth. You're going to attract more of the higher frequency types of relationships. And that's where your true love comes in, right? When they're ready. And you're ready. You've got to be ready, right? I don't know. I'll pull from this, but I don't know what's going to come through. We'll see. If there's something, Spirit, we want to add to this reading, to this message that we want to share. Of course. Of course. Look at this. I'm telling you, they really are going towards... they really are going towards twin soulmate unions. So everything that we're talking about is, at the end of the day, all the work that we've done, everything that and this is also applies to what I was talking about in the earlier videos, is, wow, it sure is. All this work that we're doing in relationships and love is to get to a place of balance. Balance. That work brings us into balance with ourselves. Look, yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. Higher consciousness is stepping into our higher consciousness. We cannot step into our higher consciousness until we have done the work that we need to do for ourselves. All right? And to continue with the theme of love and relationships, the card that came out also is the masculine. Our masculine. And remember, we have masculine in all of us. Females have masculine and feminine energy. Males have that masculine and feminine energy. And again, it's all connected, really, bringing it into balance, right? So your divine masculine, your true love, your true authentic love, after all of the spirit may be in your life still, maybe you're in separation or is coming into your life, they're going to teach you those spiritual lessons that you need to learn, right? You're going to go through all of this to get to this place of maturity and understanding and awareness, right? And everything is going to be worth it. All of the work you've done is going to be worth it, and it's going to come together in divine timing. And divine timing is when you both have come into alignment. Now, we're talking about true, authentic love right now. Not flings, not past loves. Well, although it can be a past love. What they're saying is, because again, I feel like this is geared towards twin flames. The masculine, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate, yeah, I guess it is twins, is seeking you. They're seeking you. Okay, so whether you have met your twin already and you haven't come into union with your twin yet, it's because maybe they're still doing the work that they need to do to become in alignment before they can come into union with their other counterpart. And the other counterpart is maybe doing the same, right? They're doing their work. They're going through their spiritual lessons to come into balance. And it's going to be worth it, because when your divine masculine, divine feminine comes into your experience, into your twin flame journey, when you come into union with them, you're going to both be ready for each other and the amazing unconditional love you're going to share with the world because of all of the work that you've done with yourself. So true love is coming. I feel like, which I feel like this is a twin flame message. Your twin flame is there. If you're in separation, you're in separation for a reason. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Your twin is doing work. Hopefully, you should be doing work yourself, right? You shouldn't be waiting. You shouldn't be stopping your life. You know, let them do what they got to do. You do what you got to do. And when the time comes, in divine timing, when it comes, it will be divine timing when it's supposed to happen. And you might have to come together and separate a few more times. You know, you may not come together in this lifetime. It may be the next lifetime, because we have such an important mission as twin flames. And you can't spread that awareness and awakenings to the world if you're not in alignment with yourself, right? If you haven't done the work that you need to do, you know, and as you go through the work, you're sharing it, you're teaching it, you know, you're helping other people. That's what we're supposed to do, right? And that is it, my loves. I hope it wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be, but it was entertaining. And let's see what happens. All right, my love. So that is it. I don't think I'm being pulled to any other messages. Maybe one more message. Okay, so let's see. Divine masculine to divine feminine. What, do you have a message? You have a message for your love, for your one and only. Do you have a message? It's taking me back to this again, what we were just talking about. 1 second, please. It's taking me back to all of the work that we do, that we've been doing, right? Your love life will transform when you learn to truly love yourself just as you are. You are perfect just the way you are. Accept this and you will be amazed by the changes it brings into your life. I guess they want to make it more as a, not a specific, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's twin flame soul journey messages that are coming through, but I guess they don't really want you to put too much emphasis on that and put the emphasis, you know, of your counterpart, your divine counterpart. And I guess what they're saying, and that's okay, that's where you're going with it, is it doesn't make a difference. You know, your twin flame will always be your twin flame no matter what, right? But the most important lesson here in itself is the lesson of self-love, self-care, truth, authenticity, stepping into your authenticity, realigning with yourself, becoming who you are truly meant to be, healing all aspects of your life that have been holding you back. And really just being one with yourself, being in alignment with yourself. And again, any type of divinely guided, orchestrated relationship can't come together or come into union till you have come into union with yourself. Why do they keep jumping out? Right? So you have to be out of a place where you're ready for that divine love, right? If you're in distorted energy, there's no way you're going to be able to line up. There's going to be issues. There'll continue to be issues. You'll keep breaking apart and coming back and being frustrated and being drained. And that's okay as long as if you're learning what you're supposed to learn from it, you know, whatever you're supposed to learn. But you're not going to come into complete divine union until you've come into divine union, sacred union with yourself first, all right? With yourself first. All right? All righty, my love. Great. All right, one more. Okay, one more. Let's see. Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Oh, that one just flipped right over. Oh my gosh, it's the same message being repeated over and over and over. Okay, I get it. I guess we need to end it. So again, another message, repeated message of everything we've been talking about through this whole recording that I did not imagine would go this long. In order for you to heal your relationship with another, you must first heal the relationship you have with yourself. Forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. And we're going to just end it there, loves, because I just feel like that spirit just keeps repeating the same message. And that is a divine message, really. You can't come into union, or you can't meet the true, authentic love until you have done the work that you need. And in this case, a divinely guided relationship, twin flame journey relationship, twin flame journey, you really can't come together until you are in alignment with yourself and they are in alignment with themselves. And then you're in pure divine alignment. And now you can spread it out to the world. So we don't need to go anywhere further than this, because again, they're just repeating the same things that we're talking about. It's the same message coming out over and over. All right, loves, have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.